Okay. Both the Mavericks and the Oilers blew out their respective opponents in Game 4. It's kind of weird how these series have paralleled one another, with the NBA Finals, Boston going up 3-0 before Dallas just housed them in a Game 4. Florida goes up 3-0, and Edmonton puts an 8 spot up on them in Game 4. Now they both go to Game 5 situations. Does either raise your intrigue if the team with one win wins tonight? Does either draw you back in just as far as passing fan interest?
Well, they're playing at separate nights. Edmonton will play tomorrow.
Sorry, that's right.
It's okay. But just for point of reference here, I don't know. I don't see Dallas as having the team that's going to compete enough with Boston, and the series goes back to Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time thinking Boston's not going to win it tonight. With Edmonton, because Edmonton has outplayed Florida at times in other games, and then they finally break through and they score the 8 goals, and I don't think they should have had 8, but look, if they broke through and scored 4 and won the game 4-1, that's enough, right? I think that's a team that still has a chance to win at least another game. But you look at what they've done in this series, McDavid and Draisaitl still only have, I think, 1 goal in this series. And I think when you throw Hyman in the mix, I think he still only had, between the 3 of them, it's just 1 goal. Now, they're all racking up assists, but you got to start seeing some goal scoring from those guys. And I think Connor McDavid just set the record for most assists in the playoffs for the Edmonton Oilers.
Right.
It's a team that had Wayne Gretzky.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
So I feel like the Edmonton was skating like a team that felt like they were up against the hot goalie and were trying to be too fine. And if I'm in Edmonton right now, I'm building the case around we've broken down the facade. Bobrovsky is beatable. And we beat him like a rented mule. So I would try and instill some confidence to get back to just playing your game and hope that you have defeated, at least your team will play like they're not going up against the impenetrable wall. Even though it's only 1 game, that's what you got to feed off of, right? He's not impenetrable. So keep an eye on him. We'll see. Khang, you have any hope on it in any front?
I would lean towards Edmonton having a better shot than the Mavericks. Yeah. Do you guys know the point differential for the 2 series because of the blowouts the last game? The Mavs actually have a plus point differential in the whole entire series because they won Game 4 by so much.
Hilarious.
And the Oilers versus Panthers are even because of the 8-1 score as far as goal differential.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, I think McDavid has got to score more goals. I mean, the assists are up there like crazy, like Gator mentioned, but I think if you break down that goalie, if the goalie's no longer hot, if he's, for whatever reason it is, they've got that shot. I think for the Mavs to break down the Celtics, 3 more times, the entire team, by the way, not just like Tatum or Brown, or without Porzingis, I think it's much more difficult. I imagine I'd think the Celtics are going to close it out tonight, and with the hockey, I think just 1 more game. I feel like gets interesting.
Home ice matters less than home court, in my opinion. So, another reason why Edmonton seems like the more likely of teams to perk my interest, but